I remember the first time I went to the theatre was when I was 10 years old. My parents took me to see a production of The Witches by Roald Dahl. And it was my first trip to the theatre, and I was really switched on by it. I was enthralled. And to me, it became a way of expressing some of the feelings that I couldn't at home. And the theatre became more my home than my home with my parents. So naturally, I discovered ways of expressing different aspects of me. Hello, I'm Martin Royce, and I'm the writer-director of Irrational Tuesdays. The production is a story about an elderly couple who used to be professional assassins. And it's about how their past is catching up to them and the events that unfold in their twilight years. The cast are doing really, really well. It's fantastic. They're expressing exactly how I envisioned it, and they're following my direction to the letter.
See, I don't think that's what Alice would be feeling.
Well, it is. You know, I'm very familiar with this work, having written it.
Yeah.
So Alice is our female lead, and she becomes the professional assassin after several years of training and education, where she meets Bob, who is to go on to be her husband.
Bob, do you want a brew?
Yes, please, Alice, and there's cheese in my sandwich.
Nathaniel plays the part of Bob, and through the casting process it was obvious that Nathaniel had a good degree of raw talent, but it was somewhat unhoned. He's just out of college. He's a very individual character.
It's very important to feel that, especially when you're preparing for a role, that you've prepared yourself as much as you can, because you don't want to get on set and you don't want to realise, oh, I should have done this, this would have helped me. So it's really important to kind of prepare your mind and your body. Stretching exercises is one thing that is very, very, very important. If your body's not prepared, your mind can't be prepared. You really need to understand that. You still recording? Turn it off. Turn it off! Vocal exercises, what's the point in acting if nobody can hear you? Ba. Oh. But it's also important about the spiritual side. You're a human being. You have emotions. Your mind and body and voice are just not enough. They're just physical realities. It's important to kind of just bleed out all the negative energy around you.
I've never worked with anybody quite like it.
Hi, I'm Emily. I'm an actress. I haven't won any awards yet, but I have been nominated for 3 Olivier Awards, and Leo took 6 years to get his Oscar, so... And tempt the roomy and unperjured air to add unto his sickness? No!
Emily, come on, we're not doing Shakespeare. It's 1-2 tonight. I did tell you.
Fine.
Emily plays the part of Alice. Again, Emily is also a very good actress. But she has some very strong feelings about how her part is played. Well, that's what I was saying, but...
Why don't you just let me try it, and I'll show you, and you'll see that it does actually work. I mean, I'm sure it would work your way as well, but I just feel like,
I think
I've done this a long time, and I know...
I think we're saying the same thing. I just hadn't expressed myself very well.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, okay. So obviously the first part of the process is to do the read-through, and from the very first moment that we got the whole cast together in one room, they really gelled, and I was really happy with the way that they were getting on together.
Excuse me.
You've had your limelight, you've had your pause. That is it. You've had enough.
Dare you?
You've had enough. Face it. You haven't got any parts in anything.
Guys, Nathaniel, Emily, please! They're all, they're remembering their lines. They're remembering where I've asked them to be and when. It's very fluid. And it's it's coming together really, really well.
I work in publishing, and there's
Do you need me to...
No. I know my line. I'm just pausing for effect. When I first met Martin Royce, well, what can I say about Martin? Yeah.
After the big fight.
Okay.
And your motivation is...
Ollie, for God's sake, you have to do that now!
Sorry!
Can you just get it out of the way? Get out, please!
Irrational Tuesdays is going to be the play of 2016. It's my vision, and the audience, when they watch this play, they will have the way that they see the world completely changed. It will be upside down from them.
When the director first approached me with this project, I was a bit sceptical at first. I thought, why would it take somebody of this grasp? My reputation is on the line here. In this kind of industry, you can't really afford to mess up.
When my agent first sent me the script, I was quite excited because obviously it's a critically acclaimed theatre. The role I was surprised by. It's not a usual casting for me. My playing range is much younger, so to be cast in an older role was something a bit out of my comfort zone, but it all adds to the CV. So that just shows that my repertoire is quite large, which is a good thing.
This year is make or break for me, and this year it'll be my name on the Olivier. And yes, the cast as well, they will also do very well out of this, and I suppose the technicians too. So thank you for watching our little documentary. I do hope that you will come and see the play in a couple of weeks when we open. And don't forget, this is the first place that you saw Martin Royce. Are we done? Yeah? Okay, thank you. Thank God for that. Awful woman.
'Cause you can see the road